host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And tonight, stock market bull run has started. That's actually a question, ladies and gentlemen. Are you about to join in the fun? Oil and war, they mix, especially if you're trying to sell weapons and other things that have to do with the weapons of war. But for some, it's perfect timing to invest now. We're going to discuss this and a lot more. Let me know what you think tonight in the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. And welcome. Stop struggling now. Gear. Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. And they must stumble. They might just stumble upon the SSN Nation and the videos. Maybe it's a long shot, but nonetheless, share the videos, please. Now, let me see who's in the house. First of all, it is winter time almost in a lot of parts of the United States. It's getting a little chilly. It's time for you to get your coffee and tea, right? Well, what better location than our very own Professor Auntie Val at Beachfront Java, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, beachfrontjava.com. I put some information in the chat room already. It's the promo code SSN Lifestyle, all caps. You can receive 10% off for life after your first order. Free shipping in the United States as well. And go to Beachfront Java to see there's at least 15, 16 different blends and holiday mix. A Halloween spice mix. I'm sure there's Christmas coming, Thanksgiving coming. She has special blends, premium blend, whole beans, fine ground, drip ground, Keurig, and of course, premium blend beans means African, Central American, South American, Indonesia, all over where you can get the best beans. That means you make the best coffee. There you go, in a Ziploc bag that makes it stay fresh all the time once you use it. So go over and support our own Professor Auntie Val. And did I mention tea? That's right. Now she's covering tea as well. So go check it out, beachfrontjava.com. All right. Now, I had to start that off, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see who's in the house tonight. We have our own Professor Auntie Val is here. Welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. She says her tagline this evening with that wonderful icon next to her name. She says, good evening, fam, with the heart, with the strength and the support, and with the cup of what else? Beachfront Java. And she says she got the notification. That's one person this evening. Thank you so much for that, Professor Auntie Val. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. She's been mixing up something in the back room, and she came out with Beachfront Java. She's coming out with clothing and more. That's right. When things are a little bit in disarray, the best thing to do is start businesses, as many as you can, because if you can control that when the economy may not necessarily be on its best footing, imagine what's going to happen when the economy is back on its best footing. So there you go. All right, Yahweh J's in the house. Another investor is here. Welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. He has the icon next to his name, and I greatly appreciate that. And he says his tagline this evening, hello, SSN Nation. Hope everyone is doing well. Received a notification, saw the trailer. That's 2 people this evening. Let me know every time you enter if you saw the trailer and or received a notification from YouTube. We're still punching away, trying to get them to recognize and take off the shadow ban, but it's never going to happen. But we're still here, ladies and gentlemen, to make sure that you stop struggling now. And we're the no guru zone. No books, no webinars, no seminars, none of that. I'd rather you use your money to actually invest in assets that pay you. That's what we do here, ladies and gentlemen. And by the way, Victor Marrero is in the house. Another investor is here. Welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. He has the icon next to his name as well. Thank you so much, Victor Marrero, for that. He brings his tagline this evening. Hello, all. Let's do this. Yes, we will do this. First up, speaking of let's do this, first, let's just go with the standard that we're talking about now for the last month. Should have been talking about this all year, but better late than never when there's 30%, 25% returns on your money using Yield Max ETFs. All right, you heard me. YieldMaxETFs.com. Just go pull it up on your screen. You will thank Victor Marrero, Brian P., and a few others later because they're the ones that actually brought it all up and 6, 7, 8 months ago. But now we started checking it even further, and we can't bypass 30%, 35% possible distributions for the money you put in now for a long while. So that's just for starters. We have a lot more to talk about. Film videos, the man that I wanted to talk to. Thank you so much for being here today in the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. And the videos, ladies and gentlemen, that's right. Those are the ones. Go check out his channel. If you invested in the Dominican Republic, the man does some drone footage, actually does some other walk around footage for Vista Cana properties and around Dominican Republic. So welcome again to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. And he says his tagline, hello, SSN. We meet again. Yes, we do. And now let's get to it. I love it. Thank you so much, Film Videos. And once again, I noticed you dropped some videos. It was about a week and a half ago, week to 10 days ago. And so now that you're here, just let me know if I can use them. Ladies and gentlemen, go check out his channel. He has some footage from Vista Cana. And man, the beach club is looking awesome. That whole area is looking so much better. Oh my goodness. Very well shot. And it was aerial as well. So you get a little view of what it's looking like in the surrounding areas. Beautiful footage. It must be in 4K, or at least I know it's HP or HD because it's crispy clear. It's beautiful. So anyhow, let me know if I can use your videos because you know how I'm going to do it. I'm just going to run the video and throw in something, and as long as I have your permission. So anyhow, very good shooting. Very nice to see you once again here. Also, ladies and gentlemen, let me mention something as well, talking about Money Making Mondays. Let's talk about November 6th through the 8th, because here it is, right here. Punta Cana, the SSN Nation, SSN Lifestyle, Punta Cana Real Estate Investors and Business Forum, November 6th through the 8th, 2023. Tickets are $199 per person. I need to start seeing people sign up, because if we only have a certain amount of people, then we're going to do things a different way. So if you're going to come, remember, it's $199 per person, unless you're part of the SSN Lifestyle membership. And then you have a little discount on your tickets. If you're an SSN Lifestyle Founders Club member, then you never pay for an event at all. So you have up to 2 people can come, you and another person, and you don't have to pay for anything. So that's the 2 things. Now, the most important thing, though, is the fact that who's going to be there that you will be able to talk to. How would you like to talk to a developer that can build you a villa or townhome? Not condos, though, unless you actually want to get into multi-family type of business. He can do that as well. But how would you like to actually talk to somebody that can do that and does that right now in the DR? All right. And we're not talking about $2,000 a square meter or $200 a square foot. How about like close to 100, give or take? That is a bargain. If you can find the land, he can get you right. Now, he'll be in the house. That'll be Jeremiah. Also, lawyers, Not one. You guys know Johann Confidante. If you need a lawyer, you go see the preeminent man himself, Johann Confidante. Search the channel. You will see he's been in the house several times, and he will also be there to talk with you guys. And how much is this going to cost? Well, the price of admission is your ticket. That's it. He's there to talk to you. We're also going to have Gennaro there from Larimar. He was the first master broker for Larimar. And his wife is also a lawyer. She'll be there to discuss Larimar contracts as well, plus anything else. She's a lawyer. Then we have realtors. You know Nestor, you know Gwen, you know Mr. Stasio, right? Just for starters, you know they got to show up, right? Okay. So far, so good. What about inspectors? Because a lot of things are going on over there where people seemingly may not be happy upon delivery of their units. Well, I want to know upon delivery of my unit, we're all good to go. I don't want to hear any problems. So we got to have an inspector come in so then we can get this. Well, you don't have to do business with anybody, but at least understand how much they're going to cost. If you decide to find an inspector, you'll have an idea. So then they can go over to the project once or twice, 3 times a year, maybe, just to go check and see if it's up to some sort of specifications that's more like America or Eurozone or Canada versus a Caribbean. You follow what I'm trying to say here? All right, that's for starts. How about we're going out to the property tours? That's right. You don't need a car. You don't need anything. We'll have the transportation to get you out there. We're going to go out to Larimar Ridge. We're going out to cruise on land and go check them out. We're going out to Macau to go check them out. We're going to probably check out a few other places. That's right. Because you think in business, think business. Just don't think real estate. Think business. Get the lay of the land all over the place. That way you'll understand what you could potentially do. Now, how about that for starters? Just for starters. We're not done yet because we're going to need furniture over there too, right? Now, what's the link? Well, here you go. Let me give you the link, ladies and gentlemen. Got to have furniture. Maybe we should have furniture owners there as well. So you guys will have an idea because we're hearing some exorbitant numbers like $30,000 for furniture packages. That's insane. That's really crazy when you hear that for studios or 1 bedrooms, either way. In fact, even for a 2 bedroom, especially if it's a condo or villa, I'm like, how are these guys spending 20, 30 grand? Every piece of furniture would have to cost you like $2,000. And I'll give you an example because hold on a second. I got to figure out something. I'm going to put the link so you can go register in the chat room. And I couldn't find it for a second. But look here. Let me give you an example. Okay, if you already have the white line usually means you have the range, you have the hood, you have a fridge, you have a oven or 2. So that's done. AC's in every room normally. That's done. So if I start saying I need a dining room table, $2,000. Okay, that's a bit much for me. $2,000 for a dining room table. Now I need a sofa sleeper, $2,000. I need chairs. Let's just say all the chairs. I have 4 bar stools at the counter. I have, well, depends on how many chairs. 4 for a 1 bedroom, 6 chairs around a dining room table. Let's just say $2,000. All right, we're up to 8 grand. Let's say I need pictures in the living room, dining room, 1st bedroom, 2nd bedroom, and bathrooms. Let's say there's 6 rooms. Let's even say we're going to put one on the patio balcony area, some design out there. 7. 2,000. We're only up to 10,000 right now, and we are overspent. It's ridiculous, right? So now let's say I need flat screen TVs. Let's just say I need 4 of them. I don't know why I need 4, but let's just say I need 4. How much? Let's just say 2,000. Now we're up to 14 grand. Okay. I need beds in each room, 2 bedrooms, let's say 2,000. Now we're up to 14 grand, right? Okay. Now, what else do we need? Oh, that's right. Nightstands, things of that nature. We need a sofa, maybe table in the living room or something, coffee table. Okay. So what? 2 grand. So now we have all the furniture, 1,600. Oh, I need dressers in every 2 rooms, dressers. And I don't know. Oh, loungers outside on the patio balcony, 2 grand. Okay, we're not even at 20 grand yet. We're at 18,000. I don't know, how am I supposed to spend more money than this? I don't understand. Okay, I'll get some linens, I'll get some bedding, I'll get some nice fluffy pillows. Okay, I'll spend 2 grand on all that stuff too. That's 20 grand. I've clearly overspent. So now I'm trying to figure out, why are we paying these crazy amounts of money? Why? That's a 2-bedroom, 20 grand. I don't know how you spend more than that when it's only 1 bedroom or a studio unit. I just don't know. But maybe the furniture is off the charts. Maybe these items to buy is just ridiculous. I don't know. But we're going to find out. So we got to have those guys there too. All right. In the chat room, please go check it out, ladies and gentlemen. I put in a link to go sign up because we don't have that many people coming. So therefore, I'm going to have to, and it's only like two weeks away or 3 weeks away. 3 weeks away. So we have plenty of time. Airfares are still relatively inexpensive if you have to fly by air, but please sign up so we know how many people's coming, because that dictates how we're going to move. All right. Don't want to get things too big if we don't need it too big. Don't want to get too big of locations if we don't need to. So again, it would be very helpful if people who are coming decide to come. Please sign up now or this week. That would be greatly appreciated. Now, let's go. Now, let's get into some of these stocks that we talked about last week, right? Let me go to here. I see film videos. Again, go check out his channel, ladies and gentlemen. He has updates that is awesome. So I greatly appreciate it. Yes, you can use it. Absolutely. Thank you. There's 2 of them I want to use. The one, you did 2 videos. And by the way, if you do go check out his videos, you know what I love about his drone footage? He rises up above, which I wish if film videos, do you know how high you fly your drone when you're over, like when you're over the beach club or over the first lake and the freshwater lake? Do you know how high the drone is? The reason why I say that is I just smile every time you raise the drone up and you show the, I guess it's the southward view. I guess that's what you would call it, because you can actually see the ridge that Larimar is going to be sitting on, or that little ridge outline. And I'm like, man, if buildings were a little bit taller, if they were, let's, instead of 4 feet high or 5 feet, 5 floors high, they may be 10 floors high, then people on the top floors would be able to see around. But of course, that would block other people's views. But nonetheless, that's what I get a kick out of. I'm like, I look around and I see like buildings around and the waves swing. So it's a great thing. Thank you so much, man. So you'll be expecting those to pop up sometime soon, ladies and gentlemen. So here we go. Talking about yield max stocks from Victor Morero. Oh, yeah, today's the 16th, 17th, 18th. Yield max ETFs usually pass out their dividends. Today was dividend payday for TSLY and OARK. Nice and juicy, doing the salsa dance. Again, the 83 cents, the dollar, I don't know what it was. Making money while you sleep, the power of the snowball. There we go. And in fact, thank you for bringing that up, because since we're talking about the stock market bull run has started, the real thing is, the reason why I wanted to talk about this is oil and war. Now, it's a double-edged sword. If you have war, you have supply chain issues. That's what people don't understand. You know, there's a Suez Canal around there somewhere, right? So you do know moving products around the world when there's war is a problem. Like right now, it's a no-fly zone in that region right now. Just like there's a no-fly zone around Russia, Ukraine, and all that right now. So when you start bottlenecking everything, even though there's not a high rate of manufacturing there, but still that slows down anything coming from that area potentially. So now all of a sudden you say, okay, like I say, we're going to have these, defense contractor stocks going to pop up a little bit. Yes, they did. But on the downside, now you're going to have some sort of supply chain issues. That's what I'm thinking. But here's the thing. The stock market reacts positively. Why? You guys know the dollar is backed by oil, right? You know, we made a deal with Saudi Arabia in the 1972 that they actually back our dollar because we stopped backing it with gold. So then we could just print as much money as we wanted to. And that's why Saudi Arabia, we have hands off attitude, quite frankly. All right. So you have to understand this. So when there's an oil situation, that generally is good for the economy, and war generally is good for the economy, meaning people are going to go to work in manufacturing facilities to produce things that traditionally, when it's all nice and quiet, you don't need these people to be employed. You also aren't going to be able to sell these, $1 million bombs, $1 billion planes. You follow what I'm saying? So for a certain sector of the billionaire club, they receive billions of dollars for this little fiasco that's unfurling right before our eyes. So we're going to go over here to Yilmax. Why not? First, I'm going to go to something else first. First, before we get to the Yilmax, I'm going to go to some things we talked about last week, some stocks that we talked about last week, which is very, very interesting. PH was one of them. There's a few. And why can't I get the screen? There's a few of these. So I'm going to find, what is that? Okay. I'm trying to go a little faster. I clicked on, okay, PH. Let's go see what PH has for us. Parker Hannifin Corp. Okay. So 0.29, but 3M 1.42%, Dover Corp 1.93, Eaton Corp 1.45, Coca-Cola 1%. See, supply chain, again, that's up. This is barely up, but the reason I put this in is very interesting. Last week, today's the 16th, the 9th. Where's the 9th at on here? The 9th closed at 395. And sure enough, due to the conflict just starting, it shot up to here, which is only, $11 per share, but it shot up only 3%, not the 10%. But here, if you would have had this before anything occurred, you'd have been at 381. And the question is 6.63%. Are you buying more? Did you buy some? The question is, this should have went higher, I believe. And there's a reason for that, but we will talk about that in a second. The other one, which is cybersecurity for Israel, very interesting as well, HUBC. And that in itself is very interesting for HUBC, because that didn't rise except for one day ago. Let's go a month. Once again, look at this. October 6th, October 4th, it was all good. And then all of a sudden shot up 191% and then came back down. But you're still in a good space if you had this before at 0.3. So it's very interesting. Could have met the Gino Shimiente 30% and rolling out of it. You would have rolled out of it 110% from October 6th, or if you did October, and you're paying attention to Israeli cybersecurity. All right. Just keep that in mind. So hopefully some people would say these are still good investments. I, on the other hand, I'm thinking, okay, it went up, came back down. It's low price, but you can take a shot if you want. So we will see. All right, let's go. Vanessa Comagate is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream with the icon next to her name. The Seamless Genius is here. Thank you so much for that. She says, hey, Boston SSN fam. Yes, first dividends payout today. Very nice. She's a believer, ladies and gentlemen. There's a lot of people that actually was like, they don't pay. How do we know they're going to pay dividends? I'm like, well, they've been paying dividends. And now everybody now finds out they are doing it again and again and again. And the nice juicy payouts that Victor Morel was talking about, Vanessa Comagate enjoys as well. So congratulations. The builder receives a cut. Also, the high prices come with a room decorator. Victor Marrero, I understand. I don't, well, okay, if we're talking about room decorator, you're talking about an interior decorator. Okay, so here's what I'm going to say. First of all, when all of us, let's just say whoever has the furniture packages, you already know what the furniture packages, they've already been picked out by the designer or the developer, whoever, they've already picked it out. So therefore, everybody has the same thing. It's designed, every room's designed the same. So the interior decorator already did their job. As soon as we had a model, that should be the interior decorator, and the developer should have already paid. So after that, it's just go. That's the way I look at it. Now, if we're going to do it ourselves and then go and get an interior designer, now that starts getting a little bougie, shall we say. That starts getting up there. There's nothing wrong with it, but interior designers cost a lot, especially when you're trying to do something very nice. So you may have to spend $10,000 or 15. It could be in that ballpark. All right. So that's a lot of extra cash leaving on the table there. But all I'm saying is, if you go down yourself, I don't know how you spend 20. And by the way, Victor Morel, there's books. In fact, not only is there books, this is one of the reasons why I did a 5-part series on 4 and 5-star hotels. Because if you are going to live or if you are going to rent, you get to see from the 5-star hotels, it's pretty much simplistic, minimalistic, well decorated, true. But the furniture itself is not some garbage furniture. It's very nice. It looks nice. It's beautiful. It matches, minimalistic, and they get to charge an arm and a leg. Yes, the furniture probably costs a little bit. Well, it probably meets what I was just saying, $20,000. I just can't see how we can get to 30. There's a huge, I would have to have a 4-bedroom or something. I just can't see how we can get there. Or I got to even if I had a penthouse, we still can't get there, because my barbecue grill is not going to cost $2,000, but I'll say it will. I won't have a hot tub, so that won't matter. But even if you did get a hot tub, okay, let's just say it's something crazy, $4,000. Okay. I don't know how we still can get to 30. I'll have loungers. Again, that's not going to be $2,000 for 2 loungers and an umbrella. I just don't know how we can get there. It's just crazy to me. But what I'm trying to say is, you have plenty of places where you can look for designs. So you can go look online like this. I haven't even done this in so long, but I'll still do it. Check this out right here. Check this out. You in today's society, there's no reason for you to even think about kind of like going for an interior decorator. But if you want to, I'm just going to put in minimalist furnishings for 2-bedroom. This looks like 2-bedroom condo. Oop. Okay, let's go look. So here's what you can do. This is like, just go look at images, books. Funny thing, one of the resorts had these little design patterns, and Airbnb had this in white in their walls. But here's what I'm trying to say. See, all you have to do is just Google. This is not like 1985, 1990, 1995, or even 2000. Nowadays, you can just go online and just look around. Then you can find something that you like to get your taste how you want it, and then go from there. Right? Oh, it's opening up another page, so that's why it's not showing. But this is think you like, and then compare it to, like I say, 5-star, 4-star, 3-star, however you want to do it. And you're going to find yourself running into, let's see. See if we can stay on point here. Let's see here. Okay, we went there. Yeah, see, just I put in tropical. That's why you're seeing this tropical type of deal. Here goes, look, 48 square meter Azure residences. I mean, even the renderings for places gives you ideas. So this is, like I said, this isn't, like, I'll give you a perfect example. One of my favorite builders is Toll Brothers. Whoever designs their models, I just love it in California. Their models in California are special. I mean, they do stuff for the walls. They put patterns on walls. They do lighting. They put in the game rooms. I mean, it's awesome what they do. But it's just that simple. You just go look for what you like. So I'll click on something pretty simple. If this is what you like and this is what you envision for your place, then that's the way I look at it. I'm not thinking you need to get too crazy for a place that you're going to rent, or do you have to find yourself an interior designer? Because here's your interior designers just by Googling. Because you can just say, now, the only problem with this is you go, hey, I don't know where to get this furniture. Well, there it is, tropical Scandinavia. Maybe they're charging $4,500 just for a couch sofa sleeper with the chase on the end. So, but if it's simplistic like this here, I mean, I just don't see, well, okay, I would not advise doing this little cheapy looking stuff, but let's just say it is. I just can't see, if even if they said, Eric, this is 2,000, it's not a sofa sleeper. The coffee table, I just can't see. It's not going to be like $2,000. The TV and the TV stand area, that can't be like $2,000 either. I just don't see how we can get there. And here's our living room, and then the kitchen is already done except for your blender and all that, but still you're not going to reach thousands of dollars on those. Then you have a bedding area, 2,000 for your bedding, 2,500, $4,000. Okay, Tempur-Pedic, $4,000 with the nightstand and everything. But we still, how do we get to 20 though? This is a one bedroom. I just don't know how we get to 20. But it's yet to be seen. We'll be surprised once we talk to the furniture guys. Maybe they're going to tell us some outrageous prices. And then that means some people are going to start going, well, if it costs me $2,000 to send over a container, then I'm buying all my stuff here in the US, right? It all depends on that cost. So we're going to figure it all out, right? But again, that's the way I would do it. There's also books you can get. There's magazines. Look at this. There's magazines that you can get as well. Let me see, books. There we go. So this just gives you an idea. All right. And like I said, I generally hunt for, there's always ways to do it. Like when you go out to see models in Punta Cana or Dominican Republic, then that's your opportunity. You say, okay, who designed this? And generally they'll tell you, they'll say this person actually designed this place. So then you can get in touch with them. That's another opportunity if you want to use a person to design something for you. But if you're in the furniture package program, well, you're going to have inherently paying that price, just the way it goes. So unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, that's how it's going to have to go. Mr. Financial is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. He has the icon next to his name, and he brings his tagline, good evening, SSN family. Good evening to you. And also, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Financial also goes by in the YouTube streets as Chili Davis with 2 L's. CHILOY Davis. Go over there and show some love. He's posting up information today. The stocks were good. 200-300 point increase. The stocks are rising, even though there's a war outbreak in the Middle East. That is crazy. But it's happening. So go check out his channel, CHILLY Chili Davis. Subscribe, click the all notification bell, show some love. He's part of the SSN Nation, the No Guru Zone. He doesn't sell courses or anything like that either. So there you go. Go show some love with him. He's about to drop some info as well. I was going to bring up the Yield Max ETFs, but he dropped it first. The energy stocks, COP, XOM, many other energy stocks. Exactly. I should expect that to do well. They should go up. Middle East war, America loves it. They've already mobilized 2 aircraft carriers. They didn't even do that for Ukraine. I wonder why. Interesting, though. What the heck is going on here? Dip, and it's all level. Let's see what's been happening in the last 5 days. To me, it kind of goes against what should happen. If there's war in the Middle East, there should be indecisiveness, there should be blood in the streets, but there's not. The dollar bill is backed by it, so it's kind of like a double-edged sword. Which way is it going to go? Traditionally, it goes up. So here we are. $3, $4, 3.69%. 138 is the 52-week high. XOM, Exxon Mobil, again, in the last 5 days, interesting. Nothing happening. This is what the line would look like to me. This is what it should look like to me. But for whatever happens, whenever there's a war breakout, there's going to be an upside, and it's weird. But nonetheless, 3.31% dividend for Exxon. So there you go. You have options, opportunities. Let me get this back on the screen because you guys didn't even see that. You can see the red line. It's almost level from where we started 5 days ago. I wanted to go to Yield Max. Oh, that's right. They changed their website. I forgot about that. I like the other one where it just showed everything right there. Now I got to scroll down a little bit. But let's go look at this. Let's go. Let's go. Look it. Okay. Expense ratio is 1% on these. And distribution rate isn't announced. What's happening? Did they stop doing that? That's no fun. That's no fun at all. Why did they do that? That's no fun for us. We wanted to see the numbers. Oh, TSLY, even today, 50 cents. Ladies and gentlemen, okay, hold on. TSLY, what is the stock price for TSLY right now? Some people would think it's crazy. $6.5 divided by 13.68. That's 4%, 4.2% for this month. Very, very interesting. Now, here's the funny part, ladies and gentlemen. If they did this 0.5765 times 12, which they don't, it fluctuates. That would be $6.98 divided by 13, the stock price, 68. 50%. Now, let's go back, shall we? This is why this is exciting for a lot of people. because can you believe what they distribute? For instance, this is the ninth, well, no, 10th. Let's see if they start. Look, this is 99 cents. That's $1 for all intents and purposes. $1.90, 2.80, 3.60. Let's call it, I'll round down. That's $4, $4.80, $5.80, $6.60, and let's call it another dollar. $7.60 so far this year, ladies and gentlemen, per share. And you could compound interest on this, reinvest, and you would have already had almost 50% of another share if the stock price stayed that exact price. Is that incredible or what? Do you get excited? Because this one's an anomaly. So maybe that'll be a little more, you know, a little more down to earth, so to speak. But 31, and they've already gotten 174, 250, 386, 486. They're at 550 already this year. And their stock price is even less than, I don't know. There we go. Nope, a little less, but 1307. So again, incredible. And once again, in case people don't know how to determine, let's just say, I can't remember what that was, but let's just say it was $3.80 divided by 13.07. That's 29%. That's what it's on track for. Actually, that's what it is right now, come to think of it, because that's what people have already received. Even if you receive 0 dividends for the rest of the year, you're going to be at like 29%. That's insane. That's insane. This is insane. All right, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you get your free stocks from Robinhood and Webull. Their links are down below. All right, go down there and get them. Don't be shy. All right, let's go. Here we go. Let's see here. Dividend payout. Yes. Here we go. Victor Morero. He's got it right. The builder receives a cut. Also, the high prices come from a room decorator. I missed the part about the builder receives a cut. That's more than likely the case too. Good evening, SSN family from Curtis Davis, who I already mentioned. So that means I went backwards a little bit. So let's see here. Here we go. Here's where we go back. All right. Curtis Davis, Vanessa Comagate at Curtis Davis. Someone told me EQT was good energy stock. It's on the board. We can check it out. EQT private equity. Let's go see what this is. Not familiar with EQT, but it's an American energy company engaged in hydrocarbon exploration and pipeline transport. Has 4 or 5 dividend. Has potential because hydrocarbons could be the wave of the future, and it's acting like wave of the future. 32% for the last 6 months. Year to date, 36%. So it's acting according to what it should be doing. Clean energy, the future potentially, and it gives out a little dividend. Win-win, best of both worlds. If you believe in this, this is going to happen. So maybe this is an excellent one. $43.50 EQT Corp for everybody on podcasts and who's not here and watching it on replay. Go check it out. Thank you for that, Jim, Vanessa Comagate. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Just never know what's going to pop up here. in the live streams. That's why you should always join, and make sure you smash that like button. And if you like what we're talking about, please subscribe to the channel. Click the all notification bell. Charles is here. He's beating his chest. He's the emerging millionaire himself, is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream with the icon next to his name. And he says his tagline, hello all, I smell money in here. He is exactly right. That's the only thing that he's smelling, because we're giving you the direction. We're giving you some knowledge and information that you can use greatly. All right. Victor Morero says best way to do, ask for an inventory list. That's true. When we purchased our Margaritaville furniture, it came with things most people don't think about, cleaning items and even 2 fire extinguishers. It adds up. Now, when you start saying that, yes, you are right. You're right about that, because even though I just mentioned those items, you're exactly right. I didn't mention the washing machine. I didn't mention the detergent, the brooms, the pans, and fire extinguishers for sure. Cleaning items in all rooms, bedrooms, bathrooms, or shall I say bathrooms and kitchen, and laundry room areas. So, and some of the buckets of and with a mop, things like that. It adds up. Yeah, I agree with you on that. So it could add up. So here we go. Oh yes, 3.1% dividend. Exactly. Thanks for the gems. Exactly, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are. See, Victor Herrero, he's loving life. TSLY is at 58.95% yield, paying 58 cents per share on average. That does it. Hey guys, who all attending the SSN event next month? Oh yes, I was just asking about that, Charles, at the top of the hour. So thank you for asking. I was telling people, go sign up. The link is in the chat room if you haven't signed up yet, because we are going to need a count right now. I don't have people signing up. They keep saying they're coming, but nobody has registered. So therefore, I can't go by that, just words. So again, please sign up. Let me know so we can get the party started over in the DR. I'm putting a link in the chat room again. So yes, please let us know. Please let Charles, anybody that wants to chime in, let me know. Hey guys, who are all attending? Okay. Oh, I didn't want to miss this one. Hold on a second. Hold on. Victor Morero mentioned some numbers here. He says it's at 58.95% yield, paying 58 cents per share. 46 paying 33 cents per share, and clip. Oh, thank you for the clip. 45 yield, paying 75 cents per share, all paying monthly. That is awesome. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Those are the, well, if it yeah, okay. I get what you're saying, but those are hefty dividends. Hard to ignore, ladies and gentlemen. And he added the clip one that we forgot about. I always forget about the clip one. KLIP for everybody on podcast. Make sure you check that out. Okay. Here we go. Eric, the best option for furniture place in San Domingo called Illumel. They have a website and they deliver to Punta Cana. Jaway J, thank you for mentioning that. I appreciate that. Illumel outlet even. Oh, that's even better. That warms my heart. That warms my heart. Are we talking about a Lumel outlet? Okay. Thank you, Jaway. Oh, it may be warming my heart, ladies and gentlemen. May be warming my heart. I'm looking at some things in the background. Sorry, I'll bring you guys into it. Get you up to speed. All right, I'll get you up to there short. It's warming my heart what I see over here. This could be a game changer. This is what we're looking for. Maybe Jaway J has already found the missing link for our furniture, because if they're in Santo Domingo, maybe they have that pipeline to some of those items that come off the boats that people may not pick up. This could be interesting. Okay, all right. They have an outlet. I like it. Look, modern, not bad, but we'll have to find out what it is. But all I'm saying, okay, all right, we have something here. Here we go. RD6. See, I don't know what that is. 66,000 or 66. 66,000. If that's correct, that's like isn't that like 1,000? It's like 1,000, isn't it? Something like that. Yeah, I got to add another zero. A couple more zeros probably. 666. What is this? Oh, I put a point in. Okay, not a comma. Okay, let's go. Nope, not telling me what I want. Huh. No, that is like 1,200. I think that's 1,200 if I'm not mistaken. If this number's correct, let me go get it up on. I can't see it. 66,693. That's like 1,300 if I'm not mistaken. We can live with 1,300. Includes ITBIS. I don't know what that is. Okay, that's even less. That's less than 1,000. Okay. All right. Okay, I like this so far. Although I kind of like the way the furniture looks, but let me know if I have that right. I think I do. Quite frankly, I think I do because we already know from our Friday night live stream, 85,000 Dominican pesos was 1,500. So if it's not 85,000 and below, we know it's less than 1,500. So that's got to be about right. That's incredible. Thank you. I think we found this. Look at this. What is this? That's 20,000. 3 plazas. Oh, three wide. Okay, these don't look too bad. Now we just have to find out the construction of these things. Will they hold up? Right? We like these prices right here. We got to go find out about these people. Thank you so much for this. Aluminel. Wow, this is cool. We're going to take it to USD so there won't be any mistakes. So now it's just a matter of getting it from Santo Domingo to Punta Cana. Oh, here we go. 6 grand, 3 grand, more than 2 grand. Electric reclining. Whoa, no wonder. Okay, hold on a second. Let's do it a different way. What's PD? Oh, okay. Let's go back. Let's go look at something here. Whoa, here we go. Now we have the crazy prices. That explains it. 6 grand. 6 grand for the cool recliner type stuff. But that's not what you really want. 3 grand, not 2 grand, 3 grand. There we have it. 3 grand. Tables. Okay, 500, 800, 15. Stationary sofa with 4 seats in beige fabric. Wood finish coffee table, 567. Okay. Let's go look at this. So we're going to be, wait, what? Okay, these are $1,000. All right. $1,000, 595. Okay, 605. Okay, the RD. Wait, this is, I thought I was in USD. What's happening? 1259. Okay. All right. Well, we found the outlet. Thank you. That's where I'll be going, quite frankly. Maybe. I like some of the things they had in the outlet section. Or 20% off. We'll take that too. Some of this I don't like, but we'll see what happens in a year or two. 175. That's like 3 grand. Okay. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's Ilumel, and then they have an outlet of some sort, which is a good sign. I like it. Bed Bath & Beyond. Interesting. I don't know if that's over there, but we will see. Well, thank you. Write it down, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for that, Yahweh J. I got to write it down. This is why I have my pen pads and papers always ready here, because every little nugget of information you can use. Let me write this down. Give me a minute. I'm writing it differently for some rude reason. And keep your eye out. Now we know where to go. Thank you for that, Yahweh J. Greatly appreciated. Wow. TSLY. Yes, Mr. Financial, who is adding some of that to his portfolio. It was a wise decision, quite frankly. Yeah, that is a big wow. 58%. Incredible. All right. Do you anticipate anything with Biden's visit to Israel on Wednesday? No, nothing. Nothing. He can't solve this. Nobody can solve it. Well, okay. Let's just call it what it is. The only way you're going to solve this is one way only. And that is if the Allies decided to circle a spot on the map and invade somebody else's territory and say they're moving here. I'm just being facetious because that won't happen. But that's what happened from the get-go. So I guess that's pretty much it. I'm pretty sure there's these Arab countries or even African nations that would be glad to give them some of their desert. You know, kind of like, I won't get into it. I'll just put it this way, kind of like how they took the plush stuff and then gave the rest of the people that they invaded the desert. Yeah, just go put them in the desert, give them all the weapons so they can protect themselves from nobody, because then you wouldn't be on holy land that people owned for thousands of years. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm acting like an indigenous person. Looks like in America. All right. Yikes. It's sickening. So no, I don't really think anything's going to happen other than he's going to go there. They're going to say we support Israel. We're going to try and, get some peace in the Middle East going. But it's kind of hard to get peace in the Middle East when you tell people you're under our thumb, move here. This is good. We're just going to take more territory. It's your holy land, but F you. I mean, come on, man. Just how can you end it unless the only way you can end it is do what happens here in America? How can you end stuff? Then you have to, all the treaties you break, you put those back in place and restore everybody what they should have had. Simple. Short of not giving the compensation or some way to make the people feel like they got something back for everything that's happened, then you're still sitting in the same position. Okay. Just saying. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I got something. Okay. Speaking of land, I have a video that I played on Friday. Some of you may not have seen this video. I have the old young Eric B in the house. Well, actually still not that young. I mean, it wasn't that long ago. But nonetheless, the young Eric B is in this one. I found something. I showed it on Friday. I don't know, it dropped out of my bag. I found this. You guys see it again? Seattle, when they had their, this is infomercials that these guys used to run. And so once again, I found this the other day and I was like, holy smokes, really? What does this go to? And I pop it in and I took out some of the excerpt so you guys can see what was going down just a few short years ago. Once again, the young gun in the house, just to show you guys, I've been doing this for a while.
To order that free brochure, now is the time to do it. It's a free call and a free brochure. There's absolutely no obligation when you call. Do yourself a favor and order the free brochure and look it over. There are hundreds of properties to choose from. You may just be surprised at what you find. And like I said, it's free. So make that call. Start planning your future by owning real estate today. What did you think of the selection of properties that we had available for you?
Well, I thought that there was a vast selection of properties in different cities, in different counties, in different states. It was a spectacular, selection. And so for someone that does their homework, they can really get a lot of great buys.
There are a large variety of sizes and prices and locations, so I think that's fantastic. It just gives you a good opportunity to find the best parcel for you.
They have 100 or 150, 200 pieces of property, so there's something here for everybody. North Coast, South Coast, ocean, desert.
Well, actually, I've been on properties in California, in Utah, Nevada, Hawaii, and New Mexico.
What do you think of the variety of the property?
Absolutely. All over the United States. You guys have property in Hawaii, for God's sakes, for dirt cheap. I mean, you can't beat that.
$1,200 in Hawaii. 2003, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,009. 10,000.
The land is selling like crazy in there.
This is what we do, ladies and gentlemen. All right. It's as simple as that. This is what we do. Now, here's the thing. We're talking about stock market bull run has started. The reason why this is very interesting is what we've been talking about. When is the Federal Reserve going to reduce interest rates? Because when they do that, regardless of the war or the conflict, I'll say conflict because there won't be a war. Let's just call it what it is. Hamas, Hezbollah, whoever is going to be on the other side, Iran will never act like the sole aggressor, because then that means Russia has to come in with them. And so therefore, strategically, that makes 0 sense. Saudi Arabia, on the other hand, and Israel was about to make a deal. So this puts things in flux. And so Russia, Iran will not join Hamas in this whole thing. They're going to leave these guys out to dry, like always. All right. So ultimately, it's going to be settled, but it's going to be settled based on the Israeli side of the ledger is going to weigh a little bit more heavily. So they're going to lose some more land. Okay. Let's just call it what it is. That's what's going to happen. People on the other side are still going to be upset. So that's the way I look at this. This is how this is all going to play out. There's no way, no other way to play out. Iran's not going to go forward. Russia backs Iran. They're not going to go forward. And if that scenario happens, that triggers the third scenario. So let's just play the whole game. Stratego was it called? Iran backs the Palestinians. By default, Russia backs Iran. Then what happens? If those two guys try to join in the party, now we have a Ukraine situation. That's why Russia can't really join in that party. That now means China has to decide, are we with the BRICS Brotherhood? Are we going to actually back this pseudo Iran through Russia scenario? Do we really want to get involved with this when we have no interest whatsoever? Why are we going to waste resources? I don't think so. So therefore, nothing's going to happen. USA, all they have to do is show some beef just to show the backing for Israel. And then America will take the fallout from everybody that says, you guys, why are you backing the enemy? So that's how we do it. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Yes, it's always sad, man. What do you think happened? This indigenous people in America. I mean, it's always sad, unfortunately. Let's go. What do we got here? What's happening? My daughter's birthday is November 4th, so I won't be able to attend, but I'm sure the boss will do it again. Yes, we will. We'll be doing it in 2024 as well. All right, Auntie Val, I'm trying to be optimistic. Yeah, might as well be optimistic. Nothing's going to happen. Just be optimistic. I shouldn't say nothing. It's already happening. But what I mean is the escalation. Here's the escalation. The United States is going to do what they're doing, move stuff over there, show a force with Israel, get all the Arab nations upset. And then they're not going to do anything because they realize the American war machine is the most powerful on the planet from all phases. And we spend, $800 billion on the war effort. Come on. Or is it 800 million? I can never keep track because 800 million or 800 billion, it's all the same to me. That's a lot of money. But all I do know is this. You can throw China, Russia, who else? After that, who else? There's nobody else. I mean, you can throw in Japan, you can throw in Australia, you can throw in the UK, you can throw in who else? India, Pakistan, you can throw them all in. The next top 10 nations don't even spend as much as America spends by itself for defense, for military. So that gives you an idea. The next 10 countries, which include China, Russia, Iran, Iraq, Saudi Arabia. I mean, it doesn't matter who you throw in there. The next top 10 countries, America outspends them for military weapons. So that gives you an idea. So when people start always trying to make the boogeyman like Iran, the boogeyman Russia, those two countries combined, they spend less than $100 billion. Or shall I say 100 million? I got to pull it up because the numbers are staggering. Whatever the number is, either it's 800 million or 800 billion. I don't know, man. But whatever the number is, those two countries combined don't even spend but 10% or less. Throw in Russia, now you're spending still maybe 15%. I mean, come on. This is craziness. This is crazy. And then we're making them out to be the big bad wolves when in fact we would crush them. Nobody has the military might of the Americans. That's how it is. All right. So you can stay optimistic because unfortunately there's going to be 2,000, 5,000, 10,000 people are going to be dying out of this. Are you a realtor in DR2? D. Reyes. No, D. Reyes, I am not. I wish. I'm working on that though. That's 1170 USD. Thank you so much, Victor Marrero. I can live with 1170 USD. I just can't live with 2070 USD for a freaking sofa. All right. Yeah, I thought it was 57. So that would make it about right. Thank you for getting us the numbers, Victor Marrero. I appreciate that. Victor, have you gotten dividends for all of them? Yes, George's Charles. Dividends came out today. OARKTSLY. And as you know, you've been asking for a while. Last month, he got dividends for all of them. And Brian P. owns KLIP and all that too. They're getting dividends. You can go look at the payouts. Go to yieldmaxetfs.com. I don't know if you were here when I went to those. You can see when the payouts are. Here, I'll show you right here. We'll go to the screen. In case somebody else just now joined us as well. Go to YieldMax ETFs, and you can pick out like in this particular case, this is OARK. Are going to be the next 2 or 3 days. So depending on what you have, but it was 33.3348 cents today, which is significant. In the last 2 months, 79 cents, 80 cents roughly. And 3 months, $1.50 per share. These shares are only around $13 a share right now. Over a 30, what was that? Victor Marrero pointed out earlier what the return rates were on a lot of All right, ladies and gentlemen, I got back. I knew I was going to be having an issue as soon as I started talking like I was talking. All right. Well, here's what we're going to do now. I'm just going to go for this other. Here's the situation, ladies and gentlemen. United States spent $876.9 billion. The next largest military spender is China with $292 billion. Russia, 86. India and Saudi Arabia, 81 and 75 billion, respectively. All right. So those are 1, 2, 3, 4 nations. That's 292, 370, 450, 525. So the rest of the nations are after that. So again, I'm still going to talk about it because this is crazy. No fear from these guys. All right. I guess you guys can't see the screen because it's off. Victor, have you gotten dividends? Yes. The dividends are in the house. The pesos, 57. Yes, yes, yes. 57 pesos for $1. Okay. Yes. Received today 2 Yilmax, TSLY, and NVDA, and OARK. It says 1016. Or maybe it comes tomorrow, but that's it. All depends on the clearinghouse, but it's all due. Jawway J, Eric, they have very good furniture and they will deliver it to Punta Cana in one day. That's very good. Hey, Jawway J, do you happen to know, is it delivery price included, or do you have any idea on delivery prices? That's pretty good though. One day, that's awesome. They're the guys. I saw a Lumel outlet. That's where I would be going, but that's where I'm going, or I'm going to find a developer that does models in the DR, and then I'm gonna be haunting him. Like I said, haunting, not hunting, haunting. Because I'm gonna be like, if I love what they do, then I'm always gonna be looking for, hey, what do you do with your furniture after somebody buys the units, after you don't need it anymore? And sometimes they sell it. If a person doesn't take the furniture package, then they sell it, or they give it to a consignment, or they'll tell you the store they're going to take it to. So then you can have practically new furniture for damn near 30% of the cost. It gets crazy. Victor Marrero, thanks, Victor. You told me about those dividends. Exactly. Thank you, Victor Marrero. Brian P. also chimed in with his KLIP that time. That was awfully helpful. But Victor Marrero was talking about this in December or January when he was studying, when he was doing his trading. So he mentioned it at that time, but we didn't realize, or I didn't realize, shall I say, you guys did, but I didn't realize the rate of return. This was outrageous. Did you join the TSLY party? Yes, she did. Did you get some shares? Yes, she did. She was saying, thank you very much for that, Victor Marrero. That's right. That's what we do here, ladies and gentlemen. The No Guru Zone. See, we have people here that know a lot of information and find out information. Because again, I didn't know about TSLY, OARK, NVDY, none of that. YieldMaxETFs.com. I didn't know about it. Eric, you can negotiate those prices. Yes, I know. When I was there, I was able to get them to knock down some of the price. Jawway J, this is what I do. I've been doing this for so long. That means now I have to give you a story. I wish I had some pictures of my house, because then you guys, I don't even know the name of this furniture. Anyhow, I'll just give you a story, a short one. I hope it's short anyhow. So the wife calls me up one time. She says, "Hey, we got to get some furniture for the house." And I was like, "Yeah, you're right." So go to this furniture store up the street, and it's one of those like regular furniture stores, but this guy, for whatever reason, had some different furniture right next to those furniture stores that everybody can go to, like Ashley Furniture type. So walk in, and sure enough, he has these incredible like African tusks are for the like a bar area. He's got the table with the African motifs on the front carved out, and it's in a half moon shape. That's the desk that I used to have, or still have actually. It's just in storage. And then had end tables with the same same heads, except there's 3 around them carved out, and the same top. Then he had I can't remember. There's something I'm missing. Oh, a bottom, a tabletop sofa back table carved out with some thin legs. Had that. And he wanted something crazy. He wanted like 20,000, 15,000, something like this for the whole set, right? So you guys know furniture is made generally. It used to only be made in a few locations, all right? But in this particular case, because it was so unique, there's no way to know by looking at it where it was made. So while he's walking around talking, I get down and I get underneath the table, because there's usually markers. There'll be stamps in the wood, or there'll be a marker. There'll be some way you know who made it. So I get underneath, and the wife's like, "What you doing on the floor?" And so they're just like laughing at me while I'm on the floor looking under each thing, trying to get the name of the pieces. So I got the name of the pieces. The guy said the crazy stuff, and I said, "Dude," he's like, I said, "Look, you got to go down to like half price." And he just started laughing. He's like, "There's no way I'm giving you this for half price." I said, "Yeah, you have to." I said, because I can't remember the name of the furniture manufacturer, but I said, "I'm just going to go to the manufacturer and get it." And he's like, "Well, you can't do that." I said, "Why not?" He's like, "Because you're not in the furniture business." And then I told him, I said, "I'm in business and I have a resale permit, so I can buy wholesale in the state of California from somebody else anyhow." I'm like, "I don't know what you're talking about. This is furniture. This isn't some sort of drugs or something." So he says, "All right, I'm not going to do it." I said, "Fine." So now I go down and find out, unbelievably, on the docks in Oakland is an outlet like this Illumel place. They have not only those pieces I mentioned, but some more pieces that go with it. They included all of it as a package if I come down there in the next 24 hours to go get it for my half price. But now I even have more stuff. It was insane. So that's why I do all this. I've been doing this for so long that's why I can't even listen to people telling me these prices, because I'm just like, I'll just go get it. It's just a matter of time. If I really love it, I'll get it. So that's why I'm telling you guys, a Lumel might be hooked up with the docks, or they might be hooked up with the furniture manufacturer who sends to other furniture companies. And then when they are not able to get delivery, or remember, some of these people get loans, and sometimes the manufacturer will give them a loan and then they can't pay it, or their time's up. They have to return it. Instead, another company will buy it for the wholesale price almost. So there's all kind of different things that go on. Just what you do with eBay and Craigslist and Amazon and all that, that's actually in the real world when it has to do with furniture. So keep those thoughts in your head, ladies. You'll be able to get your place hooked up. Sweet. I'm pretty sure in the DR, you're on an island. People are getting deliveries all the time, and then they turn around and say, "I don't want it," or it's bumped or scratched or nicked. "I don't want it." So now what? They're not going to ship 1 or 2 or 3 items back. They're going to make a deal with somebody on the island. You just have to find out who that somebody is. Yahweh J might have found out who that somebody is. So I got to give him credit for that. And that's why those guys will make a deal. I love it, Yahweh J. Thank you for that. Everybody, you just got it. Illumel Furniture. They have an outlet as well. That's going to bode well for everybody that wants to fix up their place, because you don't have to be quick about buying. It's in your favor. So you know on delivery. So if you really think that your unit's going to be delivered, let's just say some people, let's just use July 2025. And you know what you want to do. So you should start looking from after July 2024. Then you start looking for the pieces that you want. Because then once the place is built, you kind of start getting happy, because now you can rent it out once you take possession. So then you kind of like might just get something so you can get it in there. But just take your time. Just find some pieces. It's worth it to put something in storage that might cost you $75. I don't know how much storage costs there, but $75 a month or whatever for a couple of pieces of furniture. I mean, just get what you want at the right price, and it goes a long way. Now, replications, such as 5, 6, 7 years later, you have the game plan already. You know what to do. All right. There's no reason to be spending this outrageous amount of money. Now, if you're going to be in the furniture package, like we were talking about, you might not have any choice. Like if you want to be in the rental pool at Cruise on Land, you have no choice. You have to buy the furniture package. But their furniture package so far is reasonable. The person who I can't remember who got the 2-bedroom recently for $127,000 at Cruise on Land, fully furnished. That's a deal. I mean, the 2-bedroom by itself, without being furnished, are going for $160,000, $170,000 right now. Fully furnished, I'll take it. So think about that. I mean, we don't know the furniture package of most other places, though, but nonetheless. Victor Morrell, yes, Sir Orc. APLY, another one, TSLY, NVDY, all excellent. Excellent, excellent. Sad. Saw people in Gaza moving south, BMV. Yeah, exactly. Because they said, civilians, you got to go. We're just going to bomb your buildings. We don't want you inside. We're going to cut off the electricity also. Where are we going to live? No food, no water, no grocery stores. We're in the desert damn near. Come on. I'm just like, what the? I don't get it. I do get it. I can't talk about this no more. All right. This is just like, it's a shame. At Vanessa Comagate, damn, all in. Congrats. Recommend buying weekly or bi-weekly, the same amount, or you can do a lump sum every few months. I actually invest daily automatic. Yep. I love it. Victor Morrell is trying to pipe his up real fast, and he's doing a great job of that. Very well said. Again, stock market advertising, the bull market has run, and it might be starting now, simply because if there's any run up, then when they reduce the interest rate, now if there's a run up for 2 or 3 months and then they reduce the interest rates, then it's on. It's on at that point. It's on. All right, Eric, there's another furniture store called Abersoni Decor. They will deliver to Punta Cana as well in one day. Okay, what are these delivery charges, Yahweh J? Do you happen to know that? But now that you've given this to me, I'm going to call them up. I'm going to find out myself, right? So if you don't know, we're going to find out. As long as it's not like $3,000 or anything crazy, that would be good. Vanessa Comagate, there you go. Get to fire quick. Exactly. Financial independence, retire early. Good for you. Exactly. Very well said. Actually, we were talking about this thanks for bringing that up. We were talking about this about 2 weeks ago, because I brought in the investor calculator, and it showed that if you did have TSOY, OARK, or NVDY, because they were at 30% or higher, at a 30% rate, putting in $50 per month, in a matter of, it was around 8 years, you will have like $1 million on $1,000 investment. That's how crazy this is. And if some instances, if it was like 10,000, it was like 5 years. But you have to keep it in, reinvest. And every month when they issue the dividends, you reinvest and buy another piece of your share or buy more shares. And that's when around the fourth year, it just starts going up like that. If you can get 4 years of this, you're doing great. If you can get 3 years of this, you're doing fine. But if it gets to the fourth thing, the curve starts going like this. It's crazy. All right. Trying to be like Marrero. Exactly. There's nothing wrong with that. Definitely not anything wrong with that. All right. Sorry, guys. Internet gremlins. I'm back. Auntie Val. I had the gremlins too. Funny thing, we were talking about you know what. And the thing all of a sudden started going, the time for them to stop. Pull the plug. Pull the plug. I will be on the trip to Ghana. Ooh, Jaway J going on a trip to Ghana. Okay. All right. Victor, how long would you need to have it to earn the dividends? You just need to buy them before the next. You have to buy them by the 6th, 7th of the month, the ex-dividend date. So I'll show you the declared date, X date. Just do it one day before the X date. I always say that, no later than. We'll show you. It's simple. Just go look at their website. It tells you when you got to buy. So if you buy, well, all you had to do was buy by October 5th. You would have gotten dividends today. For OARK, depending on which brokerage account you are, TSLY, NVDY, you would have something already. So that's all you have to do. Nothing crazy. All right. It's very simple. Here's the ex-dividend dates. See right here, declared date, and here's an X date. So they bought on the 4th, 5th. They would have paid you out today 33 cents per share. That's simple. Now, if you buy today, the next dividend dates, it's going to fluctuate somewhere between the 16th, 17th, or 18th probably for next month. So that's how it works. As long as you buy between now and probably November 5th or 4th, then you'll be getting a check November 16, November 17, November 18, November 19, somewhere in there. And then every month thereafter, around the same middle of the month time. Perfect. It's almost damn near perfect, quite frankly. It is perfect. What can I say? Not almost. It is perfect land. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. All right. I see my screen is broken down a little bit again. See, whenever we talk about the motherland like this, we have situations. All right, guys. It looks like, all right, we didn't get busted out this time again. Great. Looks like we're back. All right, George's Charles. I just bought them in September. Got my first payout today. Yep. She bought after September 6th or 7th. So then the payout is now. Just like right now. If somebody buys right now, the payout is going to be around the 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th of next month. And every month thereafter. She's in the party. She's having fun. Eric, most of the yield max payout today, also including NVDY, APLY, but the big daddy of them all is TSLY. Exactly. NVDY is staying close by, though. Got to give them credit. I don't see my dividends. Well, again, it depends on your brokerage account. So not all brokerage accounts are equal. What I mean by that is some of them use a clearinghouse. Some of them are the clearinghouse themselves. So you might have a 1 day delay once they clear it. So as long as you bought after, you would have had to buy before October 5th in order to receive a dividend payout. Now, if you bought after October 5th, then you're not going to receive a payout until next month. And it also depends on your brokerage account. So you can check it out then. Okay, Eric, you were lagging. Yeah, so don't worry, George. Worry about it in 2 days. Because your broker or whoever you bought it, whichever brokerage account you have, they may have a delay of a day or sometimes 2. So don't worry. Now, if it's like 7 days from now and you don't have anything, then and you bought it before the 5th of October, then you should start asking somebody. Oh, but you also have to go by, when did you buy it? When did they execute the trade for you? Again, your broker might have something to do with this. If you actually bought like on the 5th and they didn't execute the trade until like the 6th or 7th, that could have something to do with it. Because sometimes, like for instance, on Robinhood, they basically, it's a 2-day. So you can buy it today, but they process it in the background. They'll put it in your account, but in the background, they're processing it to execute the trade. It used to be 24 to 48 hours. So it'd be 2 days later before the actual real trade went through, when the actual real certificate came through, but it's in your account. So things like that can happen. So it all depends on your broker. That's why I generally say, don't go on the ex-dividend dates. Don't just try to get the day before the declaration day or something like that. Don't do the X date. Sometimes they can get away with it. Other times you just missed out if that was the first time you bought in. So I have TSOY, but didn't get dividend payouts. Again, George's Charles, you have to know the day that you executed your first buy. If it was after October 5th or after, then you're not getting paid out this month. You'll get paid out next month. But if you bought before October 5th, then you need to open up your brokerage account and go look. Jaway J, yes, I have. Exactly. Go look and see when they executed the trade. Victor, thanks for the TSLY and OARK from Jaway J. And Ghana is what it went out on. George's Charles, which brokerage are you using? Exactly. Go to the history. They are all there. How long have you owned them? Yeah, exactly. It's pretty simple. That's why everybody's going to ask the same thing, because it's going to go by the date of purchase or clearing. And so that's what, and so you have to know. If you say, hey, I bought October 5th or 6th, then you were on the borderline. So if you bought before October 5th and let's say October 3rd, then you should be good. Anywhere after September 7th or 8th and October 3rd, then you should be good. Once you start getting close to that ex-dividend date or declaration date, which is actually, that's the declared date that they actually go in and take the snapshot. Sometimes it goes to the X date, though. It all depends on the brokers and things. But again, just always do 24, 48 hours before the X date for sure, if it matters. But then reinvest. Charles Schwab. Well, you got to look in your account, though. Charles Schwab should have been, then October. Okay. Then you should be good. Maybe they don't, did you do a reinvest? Because you got to go look at history then, because if you have reinvest, then I don't have Charles Schwab. So maybe they don't generate anything for the reinvest if it's automatic. If you didn't, then it would be in your cash account. You look in your cash. So then you would have the dividends in the cash. So if you got it September 12th, then go check your history to make sure. So you should have that clear, no problem at all. Eric, if you purchase, say, a bedroom set and dining room set, they will deliver free. Are you serious? You can negotiate. Depends on how much you spend. Oh, man. Jaway J, he just gave everybody the place to go. Are you talking about Illumel? Or are you talking about the other one that I can't pronounce? Arberger Sony Decor. Which one? Wow. Vanessa, Accra is home for me. Jaway J, Accra. Wow. I didn't know you were African. How sweet is that? That is sweet. That's cool. George's Charles. These should show overnight. Yeah, you should be able to see it even if pending. Very true. But Charles Schwab should have been tier 1. So I don't know why they would not show. Yeah, pending might even be a thing. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's weird. But nonetheless, it's not really weird. Just wait till tomorrow, the next day. If it's not there by in 2 days, then I'd start being like, hey, what's up? Because we don't know. They should be the tier 1. They should be direct almost. They shouldn't be like Robinhood. So I would think it's pending. That's what I would think. Yeah, September 12th should be payout now. Okay, I like this. This is good. Jaway J, let me know who you're referring to, though, that does the free delivery. George's Charles, these should show overnight. You should be able to see it even if pending. Yes, he got it September 12th. It's not showing. Yeah, just wait for 2 days. I always recommend 2 days. On the 18th, that's when you need to get in touch with Charles Schwab and be like, hey, man, where's my payout? But they'll probably show up. If not tomorrow, then next day for sure. Jaway J, very beautiful country and beautiful people. You don't want to hear me speak twee. Vanessa, when is September did you buy? Doesn't matter. If you bought in September, the payout would come. She bought after September 5th or 6th, that's for sure. Here she goes. I bought mine September 10th. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, it depends. Yeah, it depends. It's stocks, man. Like Robinhood, my payouts in Robinhood come like 2-3 days after everybody else says they got theirs. Just to let you know. So that's why I don't even trip. So it's 2 or 3 days. Just wait. Maybe it's pending. That can happen. Yeah, it can happen. Everybody doesn't receive payouts on the same day because the stock market isn't linear. It's not linear. It's not like they hit the button and everybody has their dividends. We're going through different channels. It's not one direct line. There are different channels. Like I said, if you have Robinhood, it could be 2 or 3 days after the dividend was that was out. It'll hit your account because they are not actually a direct tier 1. They're barely tier 2, and they're using market makers. They're using Citadel. So it's running through like the Citadel, and then they got to run it through a clearinghouse. I think it's what is their clearinghouse? ACABAR. I can't remember the clearinghouse. So that's a potentially another day, and that's how they block people from being able to make trades because there's a delay. This all came about when we had to talk about the what was the guys that the short squeeze for AMC. This is how it all came about because the clearinghouses were being able to block the trades. So you have these switches like a train track. So sometimes it takes 1 or 2 days for your action to happen, depending on what actually happens. So there you go. She's on Robinhood and she got her payout today. That's very good. So that's a good sign. Normally, like I say, my ORC, they say dividends are like 2 days late for some weird reason. I will call Charles Schwab tomorrow. Yeah, don't worry, man. You should probably call him on Wednesday. Be patient. Jaway J, Vanessa, good to know. George's Charles, I think you have to have owned them for 30 days or more. In the case of Robinhood, you can go to history and it shows you all stocks and amounts of future dividends for all stocks. True. It has nothing to do with any of that. 9/12 is 30 days. Okay. Yeah. No. What he's saying is, I don't think it's a thing though. I don't think you wouldn't have had to buy by September 5th or 6th. It goes by the ex-dividend date. So we don't need to really keep going on and on about it. It's going to be in your account either tomorrow or Wednesday. That's simple. I'd be shocked if it's not there tomorrow, quite frankly. I'll call Charles Schwab. Yeah, no need to panic about it. It'll be there like tomorrow. That's all I can say. Eric, both stores, everything is negotiable with him. Just go with the local and let them do the talk. Exactly. Jaway J, we know that's a mandatory because I don't speak Spanish. I mean, I'm not going to pass off as speaking any type of Spanish. Let's just put it that way. So they'll know. I don't even have the accent right. I'd have to be there for a minute. Yeah, just chill out till Wednesday. Wednesday, call them. I would wait. And you'll probably tell me tomorrow. It's probably in my account tomorrow or something. But nonetheless, yeah, just wait. You don't have to worry about it. Charles Schwab is reputable. You don't have to worry about it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we're down to the end of this stock market. Everybody pretty much knows today stock market bull run has started. Let me know. A lot of people would say yes. A lot of people would say no. It all depends. There's both sides to all this. Oil, you like oil restriction if you're the US dollar, because that means the price of gas and oil is going to go up. The barrels of oil are going to go up. So that's a good thing, especially for a lot of American oil companies as well. And that also means the price of transportation would go up, which now means we have inflation that's going to happen. So it's going to be very interesting how this is all going to play out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you smash that like button. If you like what we're talking about, please subscribe to the channel and click the all notification bell. Also, I dropped nothing but information. I'm dropping more videos tomorrow. I just couldn't handle it. I was doing 5-star hotels and I did 5 videos and I just dropped 3 of them today. One day I was like, you know what? I'm dropping all 3 today. I also have a Dominican record video in queue, but I said, okay, it's late. I won't drop it today. It'll drop in the morning, but I was going to drop 4 today. All right. It's in queue right now, but I didn't hit the go button. And we're going to be I'm going to be doing some more stuff, but once again, ladies and gentlemen, it's looking good for all the investors in the DR. 7,625,000 air and cruise passengers from January 1st through September 30th. All-time record highs. Another record for the month of September. 500 and I can't remember the number. 549,000, something like that, I believe, by air, was it, I think. So that's the numbers, ladies and gentlemen. It's getting crazy. Even the nice number, 478,000 tourists by air, and by cruise, 67,000. That's how we get 549,000, I believe was the number. 545,990 visitors this month. 7.6 in total, so they're clearly going to break the 8 million mark for combination. But get this, they're going to break the 8 million mark. Let's see what we're talking about here. I don't know the number for total tourists by air for the first 9 months. I wish I did. I don't know what that number is. Oh, I do know. 1.6 less than 7. So we're at 6. 6 million, ladies and gentlemen, by air for this year. And we still have 2 more months. So we're going to make 7 million, I believe. We still have October, November, and December. Yes, we're definitely going to make 7.5, 7.8. They're going to break the overall tourist records for Dominican Republic is going to be broken by the air. That's what's going to be crazy. They have a potential to go over 7.5 for air traffic. And if they do that, let me get a calculator up real quick. Is that the number we need? I think that's the number we need. 7.6 times 60%. That's not the number we need. That's 4.5. So next year we'll be at the 5.2 number. We need 8 million, a little more than 8 million. We won't, well, we might get there. No, we might get close. All right, let's go. The option wheel strategy. I wish I got to find out what that is. Paul Castillo, welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. Another investor in the house, making his presence felt. He says, Eric, are you getting the furniture package from Larimar or local? I don't know what the Larimar furniture package is. I mean, I've seen something, but it's going to change because there's just no way you can do this 2 years out, 2.5 years out. The price will probably change. Everything's probably going to change. We'll see. When they were there November 6th through the 8th, we'll be at the Larimar office. I'm going to be at Larimar office, and I'm going to find out the latest, greatest everything before you guys are, because I'm actually going to their office. I'm not going to be doing any of this WhatsApp over the phone stuff. I can be there, sit down. They're making drawings for the golf course right now. So they have everything in play at their offices there. They're at the Aqua Business Center. So we're going to go over there. In fact, everybody that comes November 6th to the 8th, we're going over there as well. So check it out. Eric, are you getting the furniture package? Again, it all depends. I'm not really a fan of furniture packages. The reason why is because I like my taste better. That's all I can say. I like my taste better. No, it's not really. I'm just being, if it looks like if they show renderings, and I love the way the renderings look, and if it's priced appropriately, when they first started out and said $18,000 for a 2-bedroom unit, remember in prime towers, 2-bedroom units aren't that big. They're only like 790 square feet interior wise. So they're not that big. So the furniture I was referring to before for that 2-bedroom, how do we get to $20,000? I just don't see it. So 18,000, that was kind of reasonable, because again, that would put you, everything would be like $1,500 to $2,000. I could live with that if it's great quality and it looks nice, because then we'll be able to rent at a higher price point when you have 5-star hotels right in front of you. And if they're going to be charging $550 a night or $540 or $450 a night, and you have a 2-bedroom less than 100 feet away or 100 yards away, you should be able to charge $300 a night or $250 a night, right? So make sure your unit is looking appropriately. So it all depends. We'll see what it all breaks down, like I say, because they might say something crazy. They might say 35,000. Because they're not going to be doing what we do or what I do, as long as we're not locked. So first of all, if you own a cruise on land and you think you're going to be in the rental pool, you can't be. You have to buy the furniture package from Cruise on Land to be in their rental pool. So that doesn't give you an option where you can just go do what we're about to go do, or some of us might do with, I guess it's a Lumel and Abijay, Sony Decor. You can't do any deals that way. Now, my thing is, we already saw they have an outlet, they have some discount pricing and things like that. But if you're there in person, now you get to wheel and deal. You get to say, you guys know how this works, right? Well, maybe some people don't. You go down and get furniture, and you first start out saying, the couch, how much is it? And let's just say they say something like I'll keep it simple, $1,500. Then you say, man, I love that coffee table. They say that's $500. Then you say, hey, I need this dining room set and these chairs. And then they say, well, that's $2,500. Well, now $1,500, $500, and $2,500. We're at $4,500. But because we're buying it all at once, we're going to get a discount. I mean, that's just in stone. We're going to get a discount, whether it's going to be 10%, whether it's going to be 20%. Hey, it's up to you. And free delivery. So maybe you can get everything for $3,700 because you're buying this, and then you're getting a light for the nightstand, 2 of them, 4 of them. So all of a sudden, now they're starting to break down prices at a certain number. So you get up to $4 or $5 grand, and the next thing you know, you're able to throw some other things in, and then they'll take off like $1 grand or maybe more. Depends on what it is. The more you get, the better discount break you get. Or the more you get, even if it's just, I got a sofa and some tables and chairs, this time free delivery. I go back, sofa, table, and chairs, or now I get 2 beds, king size beds with the platforms, with the nightstands. Now we start talking because I already came. Now it's like, man, last time I was here, I bought this for like $3 grand. Now I'm buying this and it's like $2,500, $4,500, whatever. I should be getting some discounts now. And generally a furniture store will start going, hey, wait a minute, this dude's coming in here to get something. And then when you start saying, hey, I got this guy who's going to buy up the street. He wants to get some. And now you're coming in with your friends, and you don't have to be me. It could be, somebody, and you go in and they've already bought furniture. Now all of a sudden you deal with people and they're like, oh yeah, we give you automatically when you walk in the door, 10 to 15% off. And then we start working from there. Right. So that's how it pretty much works. That's pretty much it. And the power of many people also helps. So if somebody's down there at the furniture store in San Domingo, you should be taking photos and pictures and video, because now remember, we have a group of people. So it helps everybody if all of a sudden you showed something on video and you come back here, you bought something at the furniture store, and then they get a call saying, hey, Jaway J was down there. I saw that sofa. I saw the dining room table. Do you guys still have it? And so now they start realizing, wait a minute, this person now comes in and gets it. Now Eric calls up and I say, yeah, I saw this video, Jaway J. Do you have this, that, and the other? And now when Jaway J goes back in, he's like, man, thank you. You got us some extra people showed up. So next time you get something, we got to show some love. So that's how it works. Because they want more people to come in there without having to do cost of acquisition. Remember, they got to do cost of acquisition. So if it can be word of mouth, you're a winner. All right. Eric, I'm really enjoying this option wheel strategy. Victor Marrero, I'm going to have to study this. It's so easy with Robinhood. I'm hooked with the weekly premiums. Most important thing is to pick good stocks. You should check it out. Yeah, I haven't checked it out yet. Victor Marrero, let me go see something. Option wheel strategy. Is that what you're calling it? See, it's systematic way to sell option, cash secured puts, and covered calls as part of the long-term trading methodology. In essence, you keep selling options on stocks that you are bullish on to generate monthly. Yeah, I don't get it. Because again, I just can't, my brain doesn't work. It's like short circuits with these things. I think we need a class, Victor. Exactly. Vanessa Comagate. I have to agree with you on this. Hey, always members of the channel with icons like Victor Marrero, he can always come in here on the screen. He doesn't have to show his face if he doesn't want to. You just turn your camera off. It'll give you an emoji. We can just hear your voice, but you can share your screen, though, to show people if you ever want to do it. Or you can make a video and I'll upload it if you want to. You don't have to show your face again if you don't want to and talk about it. Cool. Somebody like you, I am sure, will take advantage of that strategy. It's set, collect, and wait 7 days. I like that. Then rinse and repeat for 7 more days. Set it and forget it. Now you have my attention. Now you have my attention, because this thing about my friends getting up at 4, 5 a.m. in the morning, doing stuff, setting their whatever signals or whatever they call that stuff, and then not getting much sleep, and then That's crazy to me. Set it and forget it. I like once every 7 days, all the better. So yes, Victor Morero, let us know. I mean, you can come in anytime, as you know. Right now, you can go to the channel page, the YouTube channel page. Under the community tab, there's a link that comes in to the studio, and only members with the icon has a link all the time. They're different for each live stream, but they're the only ones that have a link. They can come into any live stream. We can discuss anything. They can show anything they want, talk about anything you want. So yeah, a class on this would be greatly appreciated, one way or another. Whether you do a video like our man did before, and I swear, I know I'm not very good with names. It's like, but interesting is right. I like set it and forget it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to cut this a little short this evening, and short is relative. But if there's anything else you guys would want to talk about, please let me know now. All right. Because again, I did drop 5-star hotels, luxury hotels. The Forbes 4 Dominican Republic hotels that qualified on the list for 2023. They did not give them 4 stars. I do not believe they gave them 5 stars. They gave them 4 stars. So the fact they got 4 stars, I found it very fascinating that people are paying a lot of extra money. And these aren't even all inclusives. $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 per night. Of course, we're talking about villas and big units and townhomes, and even, well, hotel units are at $1,100, $1,200 per night just for a hotel unit. But the hotel unit's like 600 square feet. All right. They're pretty big. Furnished very nicely. Again, it's very interesting, but only one of the 4 has any real amenities on site. If you count, I don't count I hate to say it like this, but I don't really count restaurants and bars as so-called amenities because you have to pay for it. The fact that they're there actually helps out because you don't have to walk and leave the compound. So it's kind of a semi-amenity. So every place has a restaurant, maybe 2, and a bar. But only one had 8, 9 tennis courts. Only one. And none of them had basketball, soccer, anything like that on site. So I thought that was very strange, but not really. They had skeet shooting, though, or the clay pigeon shooting. And I thought that was interesting. Horses. Okay, cool. But as far as the resort vibes, it was more like relaxation, fresh air, hardly anybody around, kind of thing. So that's all I can tell you about that. But check those out, because if you want to rent more, Jaway J just gave you an out. Free shipping of furniture for you. If you buy for Illumel and Abergé Sony Decor in Santo Domingo, they will bring it to your place for free, I am assuming, depending on the amount of furniture you buy, which is one hell of a deal. That means we have deals to make, ladies and gentlemen. He gave us the footprint. That's the start of the footprint. So the question now starts being, Santo Domingo is a huge city. So now the question is, the people that sell furniture in Punta Cana area, what are they doing? Because if I can buy furniture down in Santo Domingo for less, and they're going to deliver it at no cost, does it really matter where I bought it from? Because no cost and less for delivery is better than a higher cost and free delivery as well. So I'm like, come on. And you're probably going to have more choices in Santo Domingo, except for one spot in Punta Cana that has a couple of levels. That's very interesting. That's where I want to go check out. I want to see what they have. And then we'll start comparing. And again, there's so many options with furniture. It's ridiculous. It really is. Once you really know what you're looking for and how to do it, you'll be like, just stand by, ladies and gentlemen. We'll have you right. Jawway J already started the process because Alumo online has an outlet store. So that means they have a ton of furniture. And that's a great sign. Okay, let's plan for that. Victor Morrell, you plan for that. What I mean is you tell me if you want to come on, then just say, I'll be on, Eric. It doesn't have to be our usual 8:50. If you say I want to do it at 7 p.m. at night, that's fine. If you want to do it at midnight, that's fine. Either way, it's the recording that matters because other people are going to see it. So that'll be helpful for everybody. So just let me know whenever you want to come on and do it. Feel free. Or if you want to make a video in your own, own time frame and send me the video and then I'll post it, that's cool too. So either way, and it's always cool if you actually could show people in real time, somewhat real time, because I don't know if time of day matters. I don't know if anything really matters, but I think you can set it up and show people how they can set it up and let us understand the wheel strategy, because I don't even know what that is in the first place, even though I just read something, but that's like Greek to me. I'm like, still don't get it. But yeah, Victor Moreau, anytime you want, man. You know how this goes. Anytime. Victor, we need your expertise on this. Paul Castillo, exactly. So send me an email, Victor. You can set it up anytime you want. Even if you said I'll do it in the morning, I don't really care. Because it's going to be on the channel, is what I'm saying. And you don't have to show your face if you don't want to. If we go live, you don't have to show your face. And definitely if you make a video, then you can just don't have to show your face if that's a problem. So either way, take your pick, my man. All right, we're going to wrap this up tonight. We still had some awesome gems as usual. We talked about several things, but again, I'm very proud of all you guys who are actually doing the damn thing, trying to make it, you make your life better in the future by trying to get some sort of passive income to come in, because there's no way around it, right? The price of goods and services and electricity and cars and boats and trains and automobiles are all going to increase in price. There's just food. There's no way around it. There's no way around it. So you're going to have to figure out what you want to do. Maybe some acreage that might be on tap. Maybe some tourist location property, which could be on tap for anybody and everybody. All right. Well, we're going to wrap it up. I love you guys very much. I appreciate everybody's support that has the icon next to your name. All those who don't have the icon and you're here and smashing the like button to show some love, that helps. Subscribing to the channel, I appreciate that greatly as well. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you on Wednesday night at 8:50 p.m. And if you are new watching this video, just remember on Wednesday night live streams at 8:50 p.m., only members with the icon next to their name can be in the chat room. You can watch the video, but you cannot be in the chat room on Wednesday night unless you have an icon next to your name, which means you're a member of the channel. And once again, on Friday nights, it's open to everybody, just like Monday nights at 9:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I don't know what the subject matter will be at this time for neither one of the live streams, but you never know what's going to come up, because our Jubilee app that we had a live stream on Friday, if you don't know anything about that, I suggest you check out the Jubilee app, where it's costing pennies on the dollar to send money to the Dominican Republic from United States, from Canada, from India right now. And the only reason it's those places is because that's where they have some support for Jubilee. So he has to pay them. So apparently that's why he has those three turned on. He can do more than that. But right now, this is almost the beginning. It's a fledgling child at the moment, about a year old, maybe a year and a half, 2 years when he started. Now it's about a year old, and he's getting the kinks out, because you know what's going to happen. One day you're going to go from possibly doing 50, 60 transactions in a week. Then all of a sudden it gets hot, because everybody's like, oh my God, you mean I don't even need a bank? The person on the other side doesn't need a bank account? Next thing you know, thousands of transactions a day. And then now how are you going to handle that, right? So those are the type of growing pains that occur when you first start out, because you want to make sure everything works flawlessly. So when you do have 1,000 people, it's flawless, but you can't plan for it, but you can only try to. So we'll see what happens. A lot more people are going to be using it because we did our live stream. And because of that live stream, they're going to break down like 30, what did he say? Six 30-minute increments and post it up on their channel, use part of it. So that's going to be interesting. So they're going to start getting more people, especially when the realtors and other people in the finance space that are getting money wired in. And now they can save their citizens and themselves money because there's a fee on the other side. So both sides now are going to be saving money. One side is going to have a zero, the receiver, zero cost. The other side pays the minimal cost to deliver it. So everybody's happy. So this is going to turn into something pretty big. And he can turn on other countries as well. So this, once he gets this situation in DR, in which I would think he would want thousands of people using it daily before he starts trying to expand to getting 10,000, 20,000. Because again, all you need is one bad glitch and things could go crazy. So anyhow, we're going to wrap it up, ladies and gentlemen. And I appreciate you being here once again. And with all that said, make sure we see you on November 6th through the 8th. Link is down below in the description box. If you want to get some more information, go over, buy your tickets now, register early so I know who's coming. And with all that said, make sure you stay safe out here, because that's number one, especially in this day and age. I mean, it's carjackings I see. I mean, it's people blatantly just robbing in the stores, and you never know what somebody's actually doing when they walk by you. It's just crazy out here. So be safe. Make sure you keep your head up. Keep moving. And I'm out.